Up to now, we've looked at many different equations. The main rule that we have to follow, though, is what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. We have to keep it balanced. And I want you to be able to show all your steps of balance. So I want to show you adding or subtracting to both sides. I want to see you keeping balance. Secondly, it's really important to keep track of your work vertically. So you need to do all your work vertically, meaning that every step I should be able to see what's happening algebraically as I follow your steps vertically down. So I want to solve for x here. So I'm going to first of all move all my 1's to the left hand side and all my x's to this side. I'm going to get rid of this 2x with a minus 2x and a minus 2x. And I'm going to do two steps in one. I'm also going to get rid of the minus 8 with a plus 8 and a plus 8 here. I've got 0 pairs here, 0 pairs here. And what I mean by vertically is I want to see vertically here that these cancel. This sum vertically, negative 3 plus 8 gives me plus 5. 7x minus 2x, it gives me the 5x. I want to see the opposite times, this is 5 groups of x, or times 5, so I need to get rid of the times with a divide. And again, vertically, I can see that this is going to be equal to 1. This will be equal to x. And there's my answer. X is going to be equal to 1. Now, we can always check our answer by substituting back in. So if I substitute back into the equation, x is 1. On the left side, I get negative 1. On the right side, I get negative 1. Yeah, that works. Negative 1 equals negative 1. That makes the equation true. So x equals 1 is a solution. Okay, so this solution I plugged into the original x in the equation. Here I can do lots of things. It's always a good idea to expand out the brackets. That way it makes the algebra a little bit easier to work with. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to distribute that 2 into the brackets. I end up with 2x minus 6. Again, I have to show all my work vertically. That means I have to make sure I keep track of all the terms. And there has to be an equals in every line. Okay, you can't just do part calculations of things. You have to show the whole equality. I'm going to combine my like terms. So negative 6 plus 5 equals 1. Again, I can see my calculations vertically. Negative 6 plus 5 equals 1. And then again, I have to make sure I keep the equals, and I have to make sure that I show the whole equation in each step. So I'm going to do plus 1, plus 1. That gives me 2x equals 8. I'm going to divide by 2, x is equal to 4. Again, you need to show me the opposite steps. Okay, the opposite steps being the ones here, the plus that gets rid of the minus, the divide that gets rid of the times. And you need to show it on both sides to show me that you're keeping everything balanced. These ones get a little bit harder. You just have to make sure that you're doing the right operations first. Keep track of your pluses and minuses. This is 2 minus 3, but we don't do 2 minus 3 first because we have to do the multiplication here. That's implied first. There's a times here. When I times with a negative in front, I have to remember this is going to be tested. That negative we have to distribute into the brackets. We have to keep track of our terms. It's really important, our accounting here. So this 2, we can't forget about that 2. That's part of the equation. We have to keep track of everything on that equation. So minus 3x, negative 3 minus 2 is going to be positive. Negative is positive 6. 3x minus 28. These do not cancel out because they are opposites on opposite sides, so that doesn't work. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine my like terms. So I'm going to end up with 2. That's a positive 2. Remember, the sign in front indicates whether it's positive or negative. This is positive. positive 6. So that's 8 minus 3x. I only combine my like terms. I do not combine the 2 and the 3x. They are not like terms. I'm going to get rid of this minus 28 with a plus 28. I have to make sure I balance on both sides. I'm going to get rid of the minus 3x with a plus 3x. Okay, at this point I don't want to do too many steps at once because I'll need to make sure I'm keeping track of everything. 8 plus 28 is 36. Make sure you keep the equals. There should be an equals for every equality. And this ends up being 6x. At this point I can just get rid of the times 6 with the divide 6. And I end up with x is equal to 6 as my final answer. And again, we can always plug that back in if we want to check our answer.